Yo, what is up, guys? And we are back for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And I know it's been a few days. Your boy needed a little time to, I needed to straight up, man, I needed to collect myself. I just started a new semester. If you guys are new to the channel, now just about, I don't know, about 2 weeks ago or so, I got a big influx of subscribers. So if you are indeed new to the channel, and you are not aware, I am in essentially it's like an accelerated nursing program. So from now until May of 2022, I will be balls deep in that with, you know, weeks off here and there, a month off here and there. But basically, it's pretty intense, right? So I'm definitely going to do better about being more consistent. I definitely want to start this week off on the right foot. So I just wanted to get that out there. But let's go ahead and move on. We're here taking down the Pride Troopers today. Specifically, we're taking down Toppo and Dyspo for their EZA. Now, when this came out on JP, we can go ahead and just hop in, might as well. When this came out on JP, it was extremely weird. And the reason why it was weird is a few things. This whole celebration, just in general. Again, just kind of weird, right? So we get Jiren. I wish you wouldn't have changed those. That's okay. So we get Jiren, right? By the way, I will not be summoning for Jiren. This is the one banner, probably ever, that I'm going to end up skipping. And straight up, man, I want the monkey. I want the Monkey King so badly. So I am skipping. I'll probably, you know, end up getting, you know, 1 or 2 of the sales or something. Now, and then that way I'll have a little bit of a stockpile. We actually should be getting a fair amount of free-to-play stones, but that way I'll have a decent stockpile for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, definitely a unit worth summoning for, except just keep in mind his banner is not the best. Keep in mind, though, the LR Gohan and Goten, man, they are still like a top-tier LR. I actually have not pulled them, basically, since their original banner, right? So it's kind of crazy. They have been on quite a few banners at this point, but I did want to get back to my point earlier about how it was really weird when this EZA dropped. So Toppo and Dyspo came out, I believe, did they come out with, I think they came out with the Dokkan Awakening for Jiren, if I'm not mistaken, and for Evolution Blue Vegeta. I'm pretty sure that's when they came out. So I know that that is at least, those are the medals they Dokkan Awaken with anyway, so. What was weird is that Dokkan went out of order for like the first time ever. They just said, hey, you know what? We're going to drop Jiren, which again was kind of a story for another, not even for another video, we'll get to it, but kind of just a whole nother story in general. Jiren, for a summonable LR, just a legendary summon banner, he has a dual category leader skill, which is honestly, like, up until Jiren, we'd never had that before. And most summonable LRs have the 130% spread to the stats in terms of their leader skill. Jiren has 150. Same thing with, like, I mean, there are other, you know, summonable LRs. You know, the GT Trio, they're actually a 170 leader for Dragon Ball Seekers. You've got Super Saiyan 2 Angel Vegeta. He's a 150% leader to Worthy Rivals, but again, he is a 100% leader to his typing, right? So when Jiren came out, to me, I mean, this is, you know, mad speculation, right? I mean, I have no evidence of this, but to me it seems as though they thought that Jiren would be a good unit to release with LR UI Goku for the 6th year anniversary, and they said, you know, on second thought, maybe he's not quite hype enough. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you think of that in the comments below. I would be curious to know, because it just is weird that he's a double category leader. I guess I should have targeted Dyspo, but hell, I don't think it's really going to matter a whole lot. We'll go ahead and do it this time. So, obviously, if you could not tell, Universal Survival Saga is the weakness here, and I just decided, you know, let's use the really, really premier leader skill with LR Goku and Frieza, that 177%, and we'll just go ahead and just, you know, wreck shit. I mean, honestly, like, this is going to be another one of those EZAs where you're going to be able to grind to, like, assuming you have some of the top tier LRs, that you're going to be able to grind to just insane heights. And then obviously after the 6th year anniversary on Global, which, hello, is in July, so we got a while before then, but yeah, it's going to be even easier, right? With assuming we get LR Evolution Blue Vegeta along with UI Goku. Ultra Instinct Mastered Goku, which I assume he's just called Ultra Instinct Goku, is pretty much, I mean, honestly, I would say it's just straight up 100% confirmed. I don't know really how you could make the case that it's not confirmed at this point. He is quite literally the icon for the 6-year anniversary now for the JP side of Dokkan. Again, it's kind of, you can't even really deny it at this point. It is going to be UI Goku, and then presumably it's going to be Evolution Blue Vegeta as the other LR, the other LR on the other Dokkan Fest banner, right? It's always a dual Dokkan Fest. So it's going to be interesting, though. I mean, I'm trying to think of any other options. I mean, there are plenty of units in the Tournament of Power that really need representation. Are there no more Goku and Friezas? Here we go. We found one. Obviously, the STR Blue Kaioken is going to be a really, really good leader for you as well, if you do not have LR Goku and Frieza. And honestly, you don't need any of these top LRs. You can use, we'll go through them here in a minute, but you can use any of the other units, right? You really, really can. We'll just do this. Yeah, let's just riggedy wreck shit right now. Yeah, it's gonna be good. So yeah, presumably it's going to be Evolution Blue Vegeta. I'm trying to think of another top tier unit, like another unit that's going to produce as much hype as Evolution Blue Vegeta from the Tournament of Power, and I don't know. I really don't know. And then another thing is we always get a top legendary summon banner for part 2 of the anniversary, and I think a unit that no one is talking about that I would love to see in the game is Ani Raza. Ani Raza, I feel like, is deserving of an LR. That took basically the entire Universe 7 to take down Ani Raza. I think that would be really, really cool. So I would love to. There is an Ani Raza in game as a boss, I believe, for one of the Tournament of Power story events. I'm pretty sure that he is in the data. So obviously, like, you know, his card isn't, but the card art is in the game, right? The assets are in the data, right? So Ani Raza I would love to see, and then the other unit, okay, how about this? How about a Gohan and Piccolo? I'm clamoring for this unit. I've been clamoring for that unit for a long while now. What I think they're going to do is, for the end of the anniversary, right? So it's going to be the end of the anniversary. What is going to come after the anniversary probably warrants its own video, but we can talk about it a little bit right now. I feel like they're going to start at square one. So what I actually think they're going to do, I know it's unheard of, but there is so little representation for Dragon Ball in this game. So little, I mean, we all know it, right? No big secret. There's just such little representation of, you know, Kid Goku and the Bulma youth, and even like Master Roshi from that time. There's just very little representation. Like, we need like a Kid a Krillin youth in the game. There's just so much that we need. You know, we could legitimately use like a decent Pilaf gang unit, even if it's like a free-to-play unit or something. Like, there's a lot of units in the game. And I'm not going to pretend like I know everything about Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball I have watched, but number one, it's been a minute, and I've only watched it once. So, but we still need, I mean, we could easily use like a really, really top tier, like Grade 8 Kid Goku. Like, I mean, there's a lot of units we could still use yet that Dokkan doesn't really have a lot of representation with, right? So I think they're going to start at Dragon Ball and then kind of work their way. I really think that we are poised also for a Saiyan Saga celebration at some point. Now, I don't exactly know when. It seems like Saiyan Day, it just seems right, you know what I mean, to do Saiyan Saga, but that wouldn't really line up with my theory. But I think at some point we will be getting, maybe for Golden Week, we could do Saiyan Saga, you know, finally get that Grade 8 Vegeta and then Kaioken Goku. I think that would be really, really cool. And then kind of just work down the line. There's still a lot of units that we need. Even if we move past the Saiyan Saga, we get to like the Planet Namek Saga, like there is still shit we need. Like, we need a Final Form Frieza that transforms into Full Power Frieza. Like, that's easy money, dude. I would guarantee you pair that with, I mean, you could do like a Part 2 LR. You could do like just a straight up Super Saiyan standalone Super Saiyan Goku from Planet Namek. I mean, that would, I think both of those units would easily hit top grossing for Dokkan. In my humble opinion, I really do think so. I think people would pull out their wallets for that. Let's go ahead and target Dyspo here. Let's do it right. We'll do this, and remember that this unit is so heavily reliant on rainbow orbs. You have to get rainbow orbs for them at all costs. This isn't going to hurt too bad. You guys can tell at this point, this EZA is ridiculously easy. So, Universal Survival Saga, there are some lower tier options that you can use. Like, for instance, one unit that's not on here that I think you could easily be running is like MVP 17. He's still a really good unit. The only problem is his damage reduction doesn't kick in until you're below 77% HP. So unless you eat a super attack, not going to be real likely that you're going to be able to get that damage reduction. But he is providing defense, 60% defense and 3 key to this team with all of these LRs. Honestly, a pretty good choice to bring along. I just decided to bring along Evolution Blue Vegeta because I don't use him too much. The real Reps Universe 7 team, I actually do like to bring Skinny Boo. Skinny Boo is sort of the next best unit beyond the summonable LRs on this team. He's just so ridiculously good. The only problem is he's not actually in the Tournament of Power, right? So he's not on Universal Survival Saga. He's only on Reps EU7. Ooh, boy. This is quite a rotation right here. Oh, boy. Yeah, let's just let UI Goku have some fun. I absolutely love UI Goku. I definitely would love to pull more copies of him in the future, obviously. So, I did get lucky with that whole debacle that just happened. Of course you don't dodge. That whole debacle with the stone refund, I actually was one of the very few who was able to pick up a copy. I actually summoned for him, and I actually pulled him, right? In that slot, that one slot where you could pull him of the 50 slots, I pulled him in the 50th slot. Somehow, I don't know how, but... Anyway, guys, stage 30 done. Real quick, let's just go ahead and check out some other units on USS that you can go ahead and get. I would also say if for whatever reason you are struggling, again, there are new players every single day, right, in this game. I mean, it's got, 350 million downloads or something like that. It's got just a ridiculous amount. If we kind of check, let's just remove all. But, like, I don't think do they reduce damage for extreme type? No, they sure don't. Types unaffected by damage reduction skills, AGL, Tech, and SDR. So that's what you want to use, right? So, yeah, here we go. So this is new. I haven't ever seen this before. That's cool. They've added a little bit. It looks like that's nice. So, but if we kind of take a look here, let's remove all. You can basically use anyone, right? So again, maybe they're not going to do like the most damage or anything, but they're a really hyper powerful LR, especially if you set them up right. They're really good on this team specifically, but it's basically set up for you to run AGL, Tech, and STR units, right? And there are plenty of them on here. So, but like this guy, kind of a lower tier option. Android 18 is actually a pretty solid unit, but I would call her a lower tier option. You could easily run Salinel and Purina. I mean, they're going to have type advantage against Dyspo. They actually have a ridiculous kit. Yeah, they're actually not bad. I think they're going to be really good when they inevitably Dokkan Awaken. Obviously, you could run the U6 girls. You could easily, if you have Kefla and no one else, right? You could easily run a team of the U6 girls. Remember, she's free to play. This guy's free to play. I mean, I know he's not a U6 girl, but he's a U6 Saiyan. Caulifla, you probably have a copy of her, and same thing with SDR Kale. Or you can go ahead and run the free to play ones from the World Tournament if you have them. I mean, there's just so many options, right? This Kale is going to be ridiculous in there, right? So anyway, guys, no sense in carrying on the video much longer. I do want to say just one more thing. I mentioned it in the beginning of the video. I will not be summoning for Jiren. And I would recommend that you guys don't summon for Jiren also. So he is a very powerful unit. I mean, he's really good. The thing is you have to get him next to Toppo, right? Toppo or the Toppo and Pride Trooper unit. When you do that, and he becomes super effective against all types, because Toppo lowers, passively is lowering defense when he gets one of his links active. When he does that, he becomes basically like the top unit. He's probably the best unit on Global currently. I mean, probably he is. I actually really like the Evolution Blue Vegeta and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. I think they're also up there. UI Goku, you could say too. But Yeah, man. I mean, he's really good. His banner is so horrible. Dude, look at, just real quick, like, yeah, Jiren, Toppo and Pride Troopers, really, really ridiculous, right? But everyone else on here, yeah, it'd be, if you don't have him rainbowed, sure. If you don't have him rainbowed, sure. Yeah, this guy's solid. Whis is solid. But, like, dude, these are the units you guys are going to pull. I mean, these are all, like, pretty solid units. It's just like you're going to go in looking to get Jiren, and you're going to pull Boda Magetta. Like, that's what's going to happen. I've seen it time and time again. Unless you just get stupendously lucky, you're just not, you're not going to pull Jiren unless you've got a lot of stones or you just get crazy, crazy luck. Any banner, dude, with Fizz Champa as a featured unit, dude, that's a skip and a half. This will be the one banner I probably skip, like, moving forward. It realistically will be, but I just really, really want SS4 Gogeta, and I have to make sure that I get him. But, guys, slap a like if you enjoyed this video, and, of course, consider subscribing if you are new. I love you guys, and thank you for the support, and I will catch all of you in the next one. Later.